911, what is your emergency?
Please, my son called me now that there is shooting in Douglas High School.
Douglas High School? Okay, stay on the line for me, okay?
Yeah.
And they said it's happening in the school?
Yes.
Okay, stay on the line with me. Do not hang up, okay?
Hands, put your hands up, guys. Please. Put your phones away. Put your phones away.
My name is Patricia Oliver, and I lost my son Joaquin to gun violence.
My son was shot on February 14th when he was inside his school in Parkland. 17 people died that day. Joaquin Oliver was one of them.
Still, for me today, it's hard to understand that really, this is really true. We're talking about 3.5 years later. So when I talk to Joaquin, because I'm always talking to Joaquin, I say, oh my God, it's hard for me to understand that you're really not here.
Since my son was shut down, more than 140,000 people have lost their lives because of gun violence.
We've been seeing the higher increasement of gun violence and crimes during COVID, but people's reaction is being, okay, we're having this situation, we need to buy more guns because we have to defend ourselves from this situation, from people that is being aggressive. So what is going on everybody's mind?
Everything that we believe in is under threat, is being torn apart. The division in the countries, I've never seen anything on this scale. And it's affected every element of society, including in my family. So I, as a native-born gringo, I have less rights than the person that just walked across the border to get over here with COVID. How am I supposed to feel? All right? And that's where most of the country is at. And the crazies who are out there playing all this dirty game, they have to be taken out. I'm sorry to have to say it, but there's no other choice. It's the right to bear arms, and it's the essence of who we are as a country, and it's our Constitution. And if you allow one element of the Constitution to be dismissed, why not just dismiss the whole Constitution, which is really what's under threat right now. It's not just the Second Amendment, it's the First Amendment. It's all the amendments, because we're really on the verge of another civil war. Last year, people bought 8 million new guns, and we have 434 million guns already, let alone 20 million rifles. America loves guns because America wants to protect itself. This is a protection issue. It's you or them. Do you want to survive? You want to take care of your loved ones? Are they going to survive? How are you going to get through this? So you have to look at the big picture. If you can trust that the police will be there when you call, that's one issue. They cut down the police. They warred on the police. Hundreds of police were killed and maimed and wounded. And now you have a crime rate that's spiraling out of control in 34 cities. Well, how are you supposed to cope with that mentality? Then you have to add COVID and that insanity to it. I mean, what is the point? We're like prisoners in our own home. I need the gun for my own emotional security. And if I'm going to be attacked, I'm going to fight back.
You understand anyone that tells you that, oh, I need a gun to protect myself and my family. But some other nations, if you were there, you wouldn't need a gun to protect your family and your loved ones. I think that's a whole sales pitch from decades ago that it's coming directly from the NRA and the gun industry, that it's convincing you as an American that you should carry a gun. They will tell me or try to convince me that I should have a gun, especially after what happened to us. Because now I know that if I carry a gun, maybe I could prevent this from happening to any other loved one, all right? But they say the same to my neighbor, and to others. So at the end of the day, we are all purchasing guns to protect from each other. So we're falling into their game.
There is no more impactful thing to live and to go through than losing your kid. So any other thing that we can do to represent that never will be as bad or as impactful in your heart and your head than losing your kid and carrying the feeling and the emptiness every day. So that's why we get the strength for.
And I'm hoping that people that at some point were like me, ignoring the fact that it could hit your family, now they pay a little more attention and get a little more involved.